I'm Julia Marie, founder of Leveled Up Living and your host of the Leveled Up Living podcast. I'm here to help you reprogram your subconscious mind, break free from limiting beliefs, and unlock your full potential so you can create your dream life with ease. Using neuroscience, universal laws, energetics, and subconscious reprogramming, I will guide you in shifting your reality and manifesting unlimited success, wealth, and freedom. Welcome back to the Leveled Up Living podcast. I'm your host, Julia, and today we are diving into a challenge that literally every single one of us faces at some point in our journey, and that is how to stay motivated even when the results aren't showing up yet. But first, let's do a quick little life update. This week, I've been having so much fun decorating our living room and dining room. I've always loved interior design, but we just bought a new dining room table this weekend and spent the day putting it together on Sunday. And now that we have this new dining table, I feel like I have every excuse in the book to go shopping at Target and spend my days there. Unfortunately, I do love spending entire days at Target picking out the most perfect pieces for our home. If you want to follow along with this, I actually posted a reel of me just putting our house together basically. When we moved in here, all the walls were pasty yellow. It just was not a vibe. But I saw the potential, my husband saw the potential, and slowly but surely we are transforming this house and it is just perfect. Like, it's the perfect home for us right now. It's so fun to just put our own special touch on it. And I feel like I could be a handyman at this point. I've been replacing the door hinges, the door handles, putting in curtains, drapes, you name it. I feel like I've done it at this house. But anyways, let's jump into today's topic. So, you know that feeling where you're putting in the work, you're doing the reps, you're checking off the boxes, but it feels like nothing's happening. It feels like you can't see any results, there's no change happening, and you start wondering, is this even worth it anymore? Am I wasting my time? And honestly, that is one of the hardest places to be because your brain wants instant gratification. It wants the proof that this is working, that there is progress. But here's the truth. That dry in between season is usually the exact moment when your breakthrough is the closest. So let's break this down. First, let me just say this. It is completely and totally normal to feel discouraged when you cannot see the results yet. I want you to think of it like planting a seed. You don't get to see any of the roots that are growing underground, but they are growing. They're building the foundation for something bigger, and your life works the exact same way. Just because you can't see the proof yet does not mean that nothing is happening. Progress is happening behind the scenes. So how do you keep going when you feel stuck? Well, lucky for you, I've got 6 powerful strategies that are going to help you push through this moment. Well, lucky for you, I've got 6 powerful strategies that are going to help you push through. Strategy number 1 is to celebrate all of the small wins, no matter how small they are, celebrate them. Because if you're waiting to celebrate only the big milestones, you're going to burn out before you get to the big milestone. Big goals can feel really overwhelming sometimes. So what I've learned that works best for me is to break them down into little micro wins. Did you send the email you've been procrastinating? Celebrate it. Did you go for the walk instead of scrolling on Instagram? Celebrate that. Did you show up and do the thing even though you didn't feel like it? That's huge. Celebrate it. This is how we build momentum. Momentum is built in the small, tiny wins that happen every single day. It's not just about the end goal or the finish line. It's about building the momentum to get there. Strategy number 2 is to visualize the end result. Okay, this is not woo-woo, okay? Athletes use visualization. The most successful people in the world use visualization. This is neuroscience, okay? When you take even just 5 minutes a day to picture your end result, your end goal, your brain literally is firing the same exact neural pathways as it would if you were already living it. So I want you to just, as long as you're not driving, close your eyes and just imagine, what's it going to look like when you finally hit that goal? How will that feel? How will you start to carry yourself? Who's the first person you're going to text to celebrate this win? Visualization is what keeps you connected to the end goal when the day-to-day grind starts to feel boring, or maybe it's just feeling like it's not working. Strategy number 3 is finding an accountability partner, because let's just be totally honest. It's really easy to quit when no one's watching. But if someone's counting on you or even just cheering you on, it's way harder to flake out. Find a friend, a coach, or a community who will hold you accountable. Share your goals out loud. Let other people around you know what you're working towards. Because when you feel like throwing in the towel, that little text from your accountability buddy or that coaching call with your coach could be the thing that keeps you moving. Strategy number 4 is to reflect and then adjust. Success is not a straight line, okay? Period. Sometimes you're doing all the right things, but the way that you're doing them just isn't clicking. It's just the puzzle pieces aren't fitting into the puzzle. That doesn't mean that you failed. It just means that you need to adjust the way that you're moving. I want you to think of it like Google Maps. If you ever miss a turn, it's not like Siri screaming at you like, bitch, you missed your turn, you've ruined everything. It literally just says rerouting. That's your journey, okay? You can pivot without quitting. Strategy number 5, practice self-compassion. This one is so important. I can't even tell you how important it is. Beating yourself up for not being further along in your journey or towards your goal does not make you work harder. It doesn't make you want to show up anymore. It actually kills your motivation. I want you to talk to yourself like you would talk to your best friend. Let's say it's taking her longer to hit this goal than she thought. Would you ever say to her, wow, I can't believe you haven't hit that goal yet. You should just give up? No. Why would you ever say that? Of course not. You're way more likely to say, you're doing amazing and you're probably way closer than you think. Just keep going because I see it and other people are going to start to see it too. So give yourself that same energy. Progress requires patience. You are doing enough, so don't make yourself feel like you're not. Okay, last one. Strategy number 6. This one is probably the most important. Stay connected to your why. This is your anchor. Motivation and momentum are very temporary, but your why, that is the deeper reason as to why you even started. This is what will carry you through when you feel like giving up. So if you're having trouble coming up with your why, I just want you to ask yourself these questions. Why am I really doing this? Is it for freedom? Is it proving to yourself that you can? Is it creating a better life for you and your family? Whatever it is, I want you to write it down and put it in a place that you're going to see it every single day. Keep it visible, whether that's sticking it on the mirror, putting it in your phone notes, or even creating a reminder on your phone to go off every day and remind you of this. Because on the days that you feel like quitting, I want you to go back to that why. Your why is going to be that thing that will pull you back up and into alignment. The journey matters just as much as the destination. Even if the results aren't showing up yet, just trust the process, celebrate every single win, and know that you're moving closer to your goals every single day. And do not, absolutely do not, underestimate the fact that you're still showing up. Most people quit before they even see the end results. The fact that you're even here listening to this right now, working on yourself, says so much about who you are. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If this episode gave you that extra little push that you needed, send it to your bestie or to someone who might need that reminder too. And as always, keep showing up, keep celebrating the small wins, and keep leveling up in every single area of your life. I am so beyond proud of you. I know it can be really hard to keep showing up and stay consistent without seeing the results, but I promise you, once you do hit that end goal, you're going to look back and be so thankful that you never wavered, that you never gave up, and you never wandered from your why. So I hope you have the best week ever. I love you so, so much. Forehead kiss. Mwah. Bye, babes.